After being told the theory of his girlfriend Desdemona cheating on him with Cassio by his secretary Iago, Othello's heart sank. The student council president did not usually ruminate, but at that moment, he just couldn't help it. He knew it was bad for him, especially since it made him zone out of lessons in class, but he just couldn't stop thinking about how his loving girlfriend could do such a thing. He knew he was being irrational. How could he have just believed a theory with little evidence behind it? He knew that Desdemona trying to get Cassio his former title of Vice Student Council President wasn't in bad intent, but Othello was becoming angrier by the minute. He was giving in to rumors, but the thought of it just made him even angrier. At that moment, he decided to speak to his girlfriend after class. Lunch break came around, and Othello went up to Desdemona, who was at her locker. Still mad, he spat at Desdemona while questioning her about the alleged cheating.
Why have you been speaking so greatly of Cassio recently? Is there something you haven't told me?
Desdemona was caught by surprise. Why would Othello think she was cheating, and what other evidence was there to support his idea? Was her boyfriend really this insecure about their relationship? Othello, I don't understand. What do you mean? What in the world makes you think me being a good friend to Cassio means I'm hiding something from you? Do you think I'm cheating on you?
Desdemona's sorrow hit Othello like a bag of bricks. Despite that, he still stood his ground, blind to his girlfriend's arguments. His emotions were taking control of his actions. Without thinking, Othello stormed off to the cafeteria to sit with Iago.
Poking despairingly at his lunch with a fork, Othello was thoroughly vexed. At the time, his fiery mood discouraged Iago from stirring the pot, but Othello wanted more information.
Is your idea of Desdemona cheating on me a guess? Or do you hide anything else from me? Do you actually have proof? Please tell me, said Othello.
I've wanted to avoid talking about it as you're already upset about your girlfriend's father not accepting you, replied Iago. But last weekend, I had a sleepover with Cassio, and the dude woke me up because he kept repeating your girl's name in bed.
Othello was one sentence away from becoming the epitome of rage. He wished he hadn't asked, but he had one more question for Iago that would end up being the catalyst for his downfall.
Is there anything else you have not told me?
Iago nodded, solemnly.
That same weekend, as I woke up the next morning, I saw your girlfriend's phone on top of Cassio's drawer. I can't really think of any other way it could have gotten there.
Othello had lost it. His emotions had completely taken control over him, and no one could reason with him at that point.
Iago, please let her know that we're through,
hissed Othello.
She's dead to me, and for my sake make her dead to everyone else too.